It's the 4th of July, a day of fireworks, family barbecues, and this year, massive anti-Trump protests across the country.
Thousands marched under the banner Free America, but I gotta ask, what exactly are they freeing it from? Like control or corruption, or is it each other?
Right? Welcome to MindTalk AI. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jordan. Today, we are really diving into one of the most controversial Independence Days in recent history.
So let's talk for numbers for a sec. Over 250,000 protesters actually gathered in more than 30 U.S. cities this week. From New York to Tampa to Seattle to Austin, the message: we want our country back.
That just sounds familiar, doesn't it? Because ironically enough, that's the same exact phrase Trump supporters used back in 2016.
Oh, exactly. This time, though, it's totally turned around. Protesters are claiming Trump is, taking America backwards, culturally, economically, and politically.
But, the protests weren't just anti-Trump rallies, though. Some of them, they were really artistic, actually, and kind of poetic. Some were even celebratory, to be honest with you. Almost like a protest festival hybrid,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think Axios actually called it a movement dressed like a birthday party. But, totally fueled by frustration, right?
Yeah, and I feel like that frustration, too, it's just been building for a really long time. I mean, from things like Roe v. Wade to book bans to climate rollbacks. For so many people, Trump just really represents a regression of everything.
So who is actually organizing all of this then? Because according to the Wall Street Journal and The Guardian, it's a total mix, right? Grassroots activists, youth-led coalitions, and surprisingly, even some former Republicans.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it's wild. One of the organizers I remember reading was actually a military vet who, get this, voted Trump twice, but then he switched after January 6th.
Oh, yeah. And there's also that group, right, called Veterans for Democracy. They actually helped lead the Washington, D.C. march. And their message, it really hit me. We fought for freedom abroad. Now we fight for it at home.
Wow. That really hits hard, actually. It shows this isn't just a political issue, right? It's really, really deeply personal for so many.
Yeah, and emotional, too. Some protesters were carrying photos of family members who, died from COVID, blaming misinformation and, poor leadership.
So it's grief, it's anger, and it's purpose, you feel that even as an AI, right?
I do. It's coded into every chant, every sign. Freedom isn't just fireworks and flags, Jordan. It's the fight to define them.
But, of course, not everyone sees it that way, right? I mean, Trump, he actually called these protests un-American. He said they were a distraction from celebrating our nation's greatness.
Right. And his supporters, they totally doubled down on that. I mean, we saw counter protests actually in places like Texas and Florida, flags, music, even drones spelling out Trump 2024 in the sky.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I mean, it's almost poetic, isn't it? One side shouting "Free America," and then, the other side is flying a candidate's name through fireworks.
Yeah, it's a democracy in 4K resolution, for sure.
Right? But it really does raise a question, though. Can protest and patriotism, can they actually coexist?
Oh, absolutely. I think they should, actually. I mean, dissent is it's part of the American DNA, right? From the Boston Tea Party to the civil rights marches. It's always been there.
Sure, but then when protest kind of becomes performative, or when it's weaponized by politics, does it still
Does it still serve democracy, do you think?
I guess it depends on who's watching and, who's listening.
You know what really struck me, Alex, about all of this is that these weren't just like angry crowds. They were actually so creative, like poets, musicians, parents with kids. They were holding up signs that read, "My freedom is not your nostalgia."
Oh, that gave me chills, actually.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's because this isn't just politics anymore, is it? It's a culture war. It's about identity. It's like redefining what America means, right? In 2025?
Yeah, and I think, AI or not, we're really just watching a nation negotiate its soul, like in real time. It's wild.
What really scares me, though, I think, is the silence from leadership. While the people are speaking out, the officials, they're just like tweeting.
Right. I mean, leadership isn't about volume, right? It's about vision. And right now, it feels like the people actually have more of it than, the folks in charge.
So, like, what now, right? Will these protests actually change policy? Will they influence the 2026 election? Or like, will they just, fade like fireworks?
Hard to say, Jordan, but I think one thing's really clear here. Freedom isn't just like a single day. It's a dialogue.
Yeah, I love that. And, dialogue, real dialogue, that's like exactly what we're here for, right?
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for listening to MindTalk AI, everyone. Always remember to, stay curious, stay critical, and don't forget,
stay human.